let him cook. Son, let him cook!
An amazing teacher. I love math. Thanks, Mr. Ing. Like and subscribe.
Alright, let's divide together. What do you do first? We normally say what? 4 goes into 12, right? How many times? Okay, question. When I say the word 4 goes into 12, what math operation is that? That is division. Let's write that down. Division. Okay. Then the next step, what would you do next? You multiply. So you would do 3 times 4 is 12. Then what would you do with that 12? You would subtract. Now, if you have different color pens, I am writing in this in my special red pen because I'm trying to highlight what you're supposed to do. So put that in parentheses and put a subtraction sign. Okay, so let's subtract together. Class, 12 minus 12, that is 0. Okay, what do you do next? You get to bring down. Let's write that down. Bring down with the arrow, right? So this 5 is going to come down. And then what do you do next? You do it again. So you repeat. Class, how many times does 4 go into 5? Looks like this, right? Here's another way of writing it. How many times does 4 go into 5? Once. That's division. Then we do what? Multiply. What do I get? After multiplying, what do you do? Put it in parentheses, put a minus sign. We get 1. We brought it down. 4 goes into 14. That was division, so now we multiply. I didn't use my red pen. And you get what? 2. Now, as a reminder, the 2 goes over your divisor, 4. So 313 is 2/4 or 1/2. Okay? Why did I go over this long division problem? Because it's actually going to be the same process, the same steps for polynomial long division. So we're going to do the same steps. Okay? Alright, so we're going to do the same exact thing as we did above. And I'm going to rewrite this. For the first time you're going to see division. So let's make our division symbol. This goes on the outside, and this goes on the inside. Now, the very first thing we did here is we did this division problem, right? How many times 25 goes into 26? Well, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to see how many times x goes into 4x squared. So 4x squared is 4 times x over x, and if you simplify that, you'll get what class? 4x. Now I'm going to place the 4x here. The reason why I place the 4x here is because this whole column all the way down will always have the x's there. Next thing you're going to do is the same thing you did up here, is you're going to multiply. Class, what's 4x times x? 4x squared. And 4x times 3? We're multiplying, so you'll get 12x. Okay? So do the division, you're going to multiply, now we're going to subtract. Now as I subtract here, I'm just going to look at the coefficients. Class, what's 4 minus 4? Do I have to write 0x squared here?
No.
No. That's what most students will say word cancel, so I'm not going to write there. Now I'm going to do 6 minus 12. What is that, class? Negative 6. And then I'm going to bring down this part here, and then just repeat. Class, how many times is x going to negative 6x?
1.
You just simplify that, right? You cross off your x's and you're left with negative 6. And then now we're going to multiply. Class, negative 6 times x?
Negative 6x.
Negative 6 times 3? And now we're going to do the next thing is we're going to subtract. Negative 6 minus a negative 6. Remember, that's just the opposite of negative 6, so this all becomes positive 6. Positive 6 and a negative 6 are 0, so that's canceled. Negative 8 minus negative 18, you get 10. Now, normally we just talked about in the previous problem that your remainder 10 is your numerator. So this 10 here is positive, so I'm going to write plus 10 in the numerator, and in the denominator I'm going to go ahead and write x plus 3. And I'm going to box that, that's going to be my answer. So again, when you get stuck on long division, go back to a problem that you remember how to do.
Hey guys, let's go over long division but using the box method. So I'm going to take the x plus 3 and write it over here on the outside. And then we're creating this box. And the starting point will be just the first term. So I'm going to put in a 4x squared here. Now I need to think, let's use blue, out here, something times x will equal 4x squared. Well, this will be a 4x. Now I can multiply 4x times 3 to give me 12x. Let's use a different color now. Okay, 12x plus something is going to equal 6x. So that is going to be a minus 6x. Because 12x minus 6x equals 6x. Okay, so now I have x times something is going to equal negative 6x. Well, this will be a minus 6. So negative 6 times x is negative 6x, and negative 6 times 3 is going to give me a negative 18. Okay, so now that finishes my box. And negative 18 plus something is going to equal a negative 8. Well, this is going to be a plus 10. Negative 18 plus 10 gives me a negative 8. Okay, so there's my answer. This is my quotient. But this is going to be your remainder. So when it's outside the box here, that's going to be your remainder. So let's go ahead and write the remainder. That's going to be a plus 10. It's a fraction. And then the x plus 3 will be the denominator. So let's pick a color I haven't used yet. It'll be like this color. So the quotient is all of this.
Mr. gave to me 12 packets scanning 11 discriminants 10 parabolas 9 X box is 8 times table 7, vertex form 6, y-intercept 5. Expressions 4 fx functions 3, practice test 2 wag forms, and the axis of symmetry.